Deep within the arid heart of Botswana lies a natural wonder of breathtaking scale and stark beauty, the Makgadikgadi Salt Pans. This seemingly endless expanse of salt-encrusted earth, shimmering under the relentless African sun, is a testament to the powerful forces that have shaped our planet over millennia. The Makgadikgadi, one of the largest salt flats in the world, is a place of extremes, where scorching temperatures and little rainfall create a landscape that is both desolate and captivating. The Makgadikgadi, however, is far from lifeless. This harsh environment supports a surprising array of life, from hardy plants and animals to the nomadic San people who have called this unforgiving land home for thousands of years. The Makgadikgadi is a place of mystery and wonder, where the echoes of the past whisper across the salt-baked earth, and the resilience of nature is on full display. The origins of the Makgadikgadi Salt Pans can be traced back millions of years to a time when this part of Africa was a very different place. During the early Pleistocene epoch, tectonic activity deep within the Earth's crust created the Kalahari Basin, a vast depression that would eventually encompass the Makgadikgadi. As the basin subsided, rivers and streams flowed into it, creating a massive inland lake, Lake Makgadikgadi. This ancient lake was a haven for life, teeming with fish, crocodiles, and other aquatic creatures. Over time, however, the climate began to change. Rainfall decreased and temperatures rose, causing the lake to slowly shrink and evaporate. As the water evaporated, it left behind dissolved minerals, including salt, that had been carried in by the rivers. These minerals accumulated over millennia, eventually forming the salt-encrusted pans we see today. The Makgadikgadi salt pans are not a single, continuous salt flat, but rather a complex of individual pans separated by sandy ridges and grasslands. The largest of these pans, Sua Pan, covers an area of approximately 3,000 square kilometers, making it larger than the country of Luxembourg. The entire Makgadikgadi complex, including the surrounding grasslands and salt pans, covers an estimated 16,000 square kilometers, an area roughly the size of Swaziland. To truly grasp the scale of the Makgadikgadi, one must experience its vastness firsthand. Standing on the edge of Sua Pan, the horizon stretches out in all directions, an unbroken expanse of shimmering white salt that seems to merge with the sky. The sheer size and emptiness of the pans can be both awe-inspiring and humbling, a stark reminder of the power of nature and our own small place within it. The landscape of the Makgadikgadi salt pans is one of stark beauty and desolate grandeur. For much of the year, the pans are dry and barren, the salt-encrusted surface baked hard by the relentless sun. The salt itself can take on a variety of forms, from fine, powdery dust to large, jagged crystals that crunch underfoot. In some areas, the salt forms intricate patterns and formations, resembling giant honeycombs or spiderwebs, sculpted by the wind and the occasional rains. Dotted across the vast expanse of the pans are islands of more hospitable terrain. Kubu Island, for example, is a rocky outcrop that rises dramatically from the salt flats, its slopes covered in ancient baobab trees that have stood for centuries, silent witnesses to the changing landscape. These islands provide a stark contrast to the surrounding salt pans, their greenery a testament to the tenacity of life even in the most challenging environments. Life finds a way. Despite their harsh environment, the Makgadikgadi salt pans support surprising life. During the dry season, only the hardiest creatures survive. Ostriches, springboks, and brown hyenas roam the pans, their pale coloration providing camouflage. They survive on sparse vegetation and occasional waterholes. When the rains arrive, the Makgadikgadi transforms. Dry pans become shallow lakes, attracting migrating birds. Flamingos, pelicans, and ducks. Grasslands turn green, providing grazing for zebra and wildebeest. This seasonal abundance shows nature's resilience and interconnectedness. Section 6. The San People, ancient inhabitants of the salt pans. The Makgadikgadi salt pans have been inhabited for thousands of years by the San people, one of the oldest cultures on Earth. The San, traditionally hunter-gatherers, have developed a deep understanding of this harsh environment, their survival dependent on their ability to find water, track game, and gather edible plants. They have a rich cultural heritage, with their own unique language, beliefs, and traditions. The San's knowledge of the Makgadikgadi is passed down through generations, from elders to youth, ensuring the survival of their culture in this challenging environment. They have learned to read the subtle signs of the land, to find water in seemingly dry riverbeds, and to identify edible plants among the sparse vegetation. Their connection to the Makgadikgadi is deep and profound, a testament to the enduring bond between humanity and the natural world. Section 7. A seasonal transformation, the Makgadikgadi's cycle of life. The Makgadikgadi salt pans are a land of dramatic seasonal transformations. During the dry winter months, from May to October, the pans are a desolate and unforgiving landscape, the salt-encrusted surface baked hard by the relentless sun. Temperatures can soar to over 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and water is scarce. Only the hardiest plants and animals can survive these harsh conditions. With the arrival of the summer rains, usually in November, the Makgadikgadi undergoes a remarkable transformation. The dry, cracked earth soaks up the life-giving water, and the pans are transformed into shallow lakes. The grasslands surrounding the pans erupt in a sea of green, and the air is filled with the sights and sounds of life. Vast flocks of flamingos descend upon the pans, their pink plumage a stark contrast to the blue water. Section 8. The deception of the pans, mirages and illusions. The Makgadikgadi salt pans are renowned for their mirages, optical illusions that can be both mesmerizing and disorienting. These mirages are caused by the refraction of light through layers of air of different temperatures. The intense heat of the pans heats the air just above the ground, creating a layer of hot, less dense air beneath a layer of cooler, denser air. When light passes through these layers of air of different densities, it is bent or refracted. This refraction can cause objects to appear in different positions or even to appear as if they are reflected in a pool of water. Mirages are most common on hot, sunny days, when there is little wind. They can be so convincing that they have fooled even experienced travelers, leading them astray in search of water that is not there. Section 9. Conservation efforts, protecting the Makgadikgadi Basin. The Makgadikgadi salt pans, despite their harsh and unforgiving environment, are a fragile ecosystem. They face a number of threats, including climate change, overgrazing, and the potential for mining. Recognizing the importance of this unique ecosystem, conservation organizations and the Botswana government have implemented a number of measures to protect the Makgadikgadi. These conservation efforts include the establishment of national parks and game reserves, such as the Makgadikgadi Pans National Park and the Nxaipan National Park, which encompass a significant portion of the salt pans and the surrounding grasslands. These protected areas provide a haven for wildlife and help to regulate human activities such as grazing and tourism. Section 10. A timeless wonder. The allure of the Makgadikgadi. The Makgadikgadi salt pans are a place of timeless wonder, captivating explorers and nature enthusiasts for centuries. Their stark beauty, unique flora and fauna, and rich cultural heritage make them a destination unlike any other. Witnessing seasonal transformations, marveling at mirages, or standing in awe of the pans is unforgettable. As the sun sets, it's easy to imagine ancient people linked to nature's rhythms. The Makgadikgadi Salt Pans remind us of the importance of preserving our planet's wild places.